Hi, I'd like to give you a rundown of the footprint that we've had here in central New York over the last 12 years. I'm trying to do that in about 3 minutes. So here we go. Um, we bought our property outside of Skaneateles in 2009 and started to build a house in 2010. In fact, we rented a house in Skaneateles during that process as we got our farm business started as well. And I'll just point out that our son, throughout all this time, had been going to summer camp up in the Adirondacks, and so the center of our life really, was here and here in New York. As we got settled and moved in November of 2010, we started to grow our honey business. And first, that was selling at the Brewster Inn, as well as next to the Aurora Inn and out in the Canandaigua Wine and Culinary Institute. But we also had homeschool activities for our kids at the Shoppingtown Mall in DeWitt. I'm sure you're familiar with what happens out there, as well as the sports programs in Marcellus and Skaneateles. Um, as our small farm grew, Stephanie became involved in the Cuyahoga County Tourism Board. She was invited to participate in the I Love New York campaign that helped develop the Welcome Center in Geneva, as well as she was asked to go down to New York City to represent small farms at the I Love New York event down there. I also volunteered for the rescue mission during that time in Syracuse, teaching jobs training to homeless men, which was very, very satisfying to me. And it was through a program called Jobs for Life. Our son was involved in Boy Scouts. He went to the Jamboree with a troop out of Madison County, Manlius, and Auburn, and tagged along with that. That was very interesting. But we also expanded the sales of our honey products. Nature Time was certainly a big account for us, and doing the fairs with that. But I think it was 11 places overall where our products were distributed. Um, in 2014, we started to spend significant part of our time in California as I started my software company, as I've mentioned in the past. So it was really about 70-30. We kept the farm business growing, the agritourism growing, the busloads of people that came to our farm. But it was very challenging. I'll also point out that I recruited some students and hired a student to work on a project out of the Whitman School. And Stephanie and I were both invited to give an overview of entrepreneurship to the incoming class in the Whitman graduate program. And it's a lot of fun, of course, to do that with my wife, since we're both entrepreneurs. I'll just wrap up by talking about the CSA that we did during COVID when we moved back permanently 100% in 2019. And we sourced from a lot of different places around the area for that CSA from small farms. I just also point out that my software company has hired a company to build our modern industrial control systems and panels in Van Buren. We went to church down in Ithaca. So over 12 years, hopefully this captures really the footprint that we've had here. If you have any questions, I invite you to reach out to me directly. Happy to discuss. Thank you. Bye-bye.